Why did I join? You know what? I actually didn't want to join a clan at first. The only reason why I got into touch with Vox, and there was another clan, CNTI. Those were the two heavy hitters like in North America at the time. I just said, I kind of message on the chat. It used to be the Moby forums, I think was what it was called. So yeah, I just messaged and saying, oh, I know you guys, I always run into you guys. And then that was when the leader of Vox at the time, the Destroyer, so Doug, he messaged me, asked me if I was interested. But I think it's because I always used to run into some of the members of Vox because back then you could farm gold, and I would always run into them, and like it was always my goal to make sure I beat them, because they were taking my gold, right? We were always doing the same thing, grinding up. We're farming gold at the time because you could do that. And then he's like, well, you want to, like, are you considering joining? I'm like, well, I'm not really sure, because I don't. The thing with clans in general, there's usually a lot of drama. And he's like, well, our clan doesn't have like drama. And I'm like, dude, all clans have drama. Don't tell me that. I used to run a clan before. So anyways, I kind of joined for like a week, and I would run with the guys, went on comms and stuff, which was kind of new to me because I hadn't actually used comms before, first time. And then afterwards he asked if I wanted to like officially join, and I just decided, I'd just give it a shot. So I've been with the clan ever since. That was back in 2015. I think it was the end of the current leader of Vox. So I'm one of the leaders, and also Farveside or Grey. We have two leaders. How was Clan Vox formed? So I'm not one of the original leaders. It was formed, trying to remember. I think it was formed in. It was either 2015, like early 2015, or towards the end of 2014. But the name Vox, or at least the word Vox, means voice in Latin. But the cross through the O is kind of like when you're crossing off targets on a hit list. So that's where it comes from. Why don't you tell the viewers what the story was behind Vox?
The story behind it?
How you started Vox and stuff.
Like one time
I'm sure they would be interested in that.
Well, I was playing Walking War Robots in a forest glen, and a mystical light shone down from the heavens. And in that light was Dan, sitting there. No. It's Dan and I've been playing now for over 2 years, and when I first started, I didn't really understand the tier thing. I think I was probably silver tier, and I was trying to get into a clan. There were very few clans back then that were in the US. It was like Zulu, Sinti, I'm trying to remember some of the US clans.
Wasn't BMF around? I think they were. But I don't know if they were.
Yep, you're right. Yep. No, it was Senti, BMF, Zulu. I mean, there were very few US clans, lots of Russian clans. And so I was just looking for a clan to join. I was tired of playing solo, and got onto the forum back in the day when the forum was still the major place where you interacted.
The Moby forums, right?
Yep. And Dan got on there too, and he was like, he was kind of looking for a clan at the same time as me, and we got talking. We played a few games together. He was at the time a bit underpowered. Like, he didn't have a 5-hanger situation going on. Mm-hmm. He's like, why don't we start a clan together? And I was like, all right, why not? We didn't know any better. We didn't know any different. So we just started trying to recruit people. And the difference, I think, our philosophy was being really selective about who we invited. looking for players who were like us in terms of being aggressive beacon hunters. Back in the day, it was searching for players who actually had Cossacks, believe it or not. Because a Cossack was an indicator that a player was going to pursue beacons. And back then, you could play a Cossack, you know, top tier, you'd see Pattons and Cossacks, and, you know, that a Patton was like the death button. That's the original, the OG.
That was because
death
the
button.
the Griffin wasn't around then.
No, there was no Griffin at that particular time. And we just started bringing guys on, and it really worked out for us. We weren't as strong, like we weren't maxed by any means. We somehow got this Russian player on our team named Belkaboo. His name was Artur, and he was maxed out, and he was like our only maxed player at that time.
And he used to be in Iron Smells, right?
Not at that
Iron
time.
Smell?
No, not at that time.
Yeah.
Well, he was a solo player,
Oh.
and the way that I found him was we played a game against him, and we beat him somehow. And so he was impressed with our playing style and decided to join us. Real friendly, nice guy. And he was like #1 player of like the day, week, month, everything. Like he played all the time, day and night. And so that really attracted people because there was Vox, you know, top of the, you know, daily. They didn't have the power hour
He
thing at
made
that
the
time.
name for you guys.
Well,
helped
he
to make the name.
definitely helped. He definitely
Yeah.
helped attract more powerful players. We never had. We had to kind of home grow our own guys. We didn't like bring on maxed guys at that time. And we just kept practicing, and we played like all the time. Nowadays I play a couple hours a day still, but we were playing a lot back in those days. And we got really good. And we just kept getting better and better, and kept looking for the right talent. Players like this guy that was going, was it Kinder Surprise or something?
No, Ran team is
Yeah,
I have a kid.
Yes, a Kinder
This kid-
Surprise egg. I know you do.
this Kinder Surprise kid.
You open them up at night before bed.
He was
Sorry, go ahead, Doug.
Anyway, yeah, this Kinder Surprise guy, you guys will enjoy this story. He wasn't sure if he wanted to join a clan or not. Kept working on him, kept talking to him. I could tell he was aggressive, and you know, I could definitely tell he was the right stuff. But finally, yeah, he did join, and found out his name was Adrian, and so. I do believe it was me who in chat said Adrian with a long N, referencing, of course, Rocky. And
And
Adrian
then
kept
everyone
on-
started calling me that on voice, and I was like, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna change my name.
Man, we've got a ton of green right now. I'm trying to remember who we had. I'm afraid I'm going to invite somebody who wasn't. I think I invited Macabre.
Someone's. There might be cheater
Alright,
cues.
I'm coming.
Yeah, that's
center.
me. Fuck.
Language. I knew it.
Oh, my bad.
4 words in.
It's the
Man,
medicine.
you couldn't even lost one game.
He's not even
Yeah,
playing.
yeah.
Hey man, I just lost like 10 subscribers.
I don't see anybody sounding off.
I'm a solid 6 anyway.
Oh, you know what, Togi? You're the one I didn't
I'm
get.
the weakest link of Vox.
You are not. Stop. You have to pardon me, guys. My still have a cold,
Is it
It's not affecting your long stories.
right? Yeah, never-ending long stories.
So that's the
Yeah.
whole story about Vox.
Well,
Actually, these guys are
it's-
probably interested about how you came up with the name Vox.
I didn't
Because
even
everyone,
know that. I
yeah,
was so
everyone keeps
mesmerized.
asking me that too.
Oh, okay. Well, Dan and I were trying to come up with names, and we listed a whole bunch. I think Vortex was one of them, and Voice of Death. And so we kind of were like, well, Vox. We decided on Voice of Death, which is really kind of over the top, but we didn't want to be VOD, which is VOD. That doesn't sound very good. So we decided like it was like Crossbones, you know, like the X. So VOX, and we wanted a name that had a cool sound just in and of itself, because all these other ones were like acronyms like Cinti and BMF, and it just didn't ring right. You know, it didn't sound cool when you said it. So we liked Vox because it's Latin for voice, and yeah, I mean, honestly, at this point, Vox is the name more than Voice of Death.
I like it. I was, you know, I did.
Hey, can I say my name is
right.
John Rambo?
Yeah.
More
I
cussing.
can say
I
I'm
have to
Chino
put
Q.
some on mute. Where is this guy?
I'm Chino Q, and I'm a registered sex offender.
Oh shit!
You got all these people. I knew it. I knew it.
Just kidding, guys. Just kidding. Just kidding. This is Rambo. That's cute. I
Really
don't know
hate
if
that we
that's true,
can't
though.
swear. Yeah, it kind of affects the monetization of my channel. But also, I know there's a lot of like parents that watch with their kids and stuff, so I have to kind of be careful. Hey, I did give a warning at the start. I always have to check who's on comms first, and then be like, okay, this person usually cusses a lot.